My name is Mr. Bunryū. I have learned Pokemon Go Bunryū from the first master, Tatsujin Sarah, and I am willing to tell you its secrets. Bunryū means cracking and distilling, and Tatsujin Sarah noticed how similar it was to how the first gyms were, where one had to break them apart into smaller parts. Bunryū requires discipline, dedication, and above all awareness of one's surroundings at all times. It does not use cars to get around, but is dedicated to the development of one's self through the physical demands of walking as a form of spiritual journey. It requires life balance. So get sleep, eat food, and go to work. In Bunryū, a player only has one character and does not use multiple accounts. In Bunryū, a player chooses one team and stays with the team for the life of the game. One must be prepared before one begins this journey. You must be prepared to spend some coin, for only a fool starts this journey with an empty purse. You must be able to easily walk to at least 2 gyms. You should have several Pokéstops around you or be able to easily walk to several of them. Secret tip: if there are bars nearby you, these are excellent places to catch free Pokémon, as usually the Pokéstops are light up with a lure. But do not drink. You will need to increase your bag to hold up to 1,000 items, and the ability to hold at least 400 to 500 Pokémon. You will need to start with 10 egg incubators. You will need to buy 8 lure modules. You will need to buy 25 luck eggs. You will need to buy 25 incense. You will need to buy 200 Pokeballs. I told you this journey will not be easy or cheap. Nothing is free in life. Make sure you have the latest smartphone. This seems to help. Make sure you carry with you a good backup battery with a long life. Make sure you are dressed for the weather. Wear a hat and put on sunscreen. Carry a backpack with you and fill it with snacks and a bottle of water that carries the daily 8 cups worth. Don't forget to have on you your wallet with some cash and a credit card if possible. Your daily routine will consist of catching Pokémon and walking to Pokéstops. Every time you get an egg, put it in an incubator. If you don't have one, buy it. You want to be cooking eggs as you walk. Try to catch as many Pokémon as you can, but realize some will get away. You will go through many Pokéballs. Secret tip: walk in pairs. Your journey will go better if one walks with another. Caution: be very careful when walking at late at night or early morning, midnight to 4 am. This is best not to do this alone, especially for women. If one walks in the early morning hours, dress like a bum. In short, wear sweats or your PJs, this way most people will leave you alone. And don't be a fool, walk in places that are known to be safe at these hours. Bunryū does allow the use of cars, but not for playing Pokemon Go. In Pokemon Go, there are places that are wastelands devoid of gyms and Pokéstops. In this case, a Tatsujin of Bunryū is permitted to use a car to travel to the city where there are gyms and Pokéstops, since walking would be too burdensome, although if possible, the use of mass transit is preferred. A word of wisdom: Tatsujin Sarah has always said to me that it will be from the wastelands that a great army of Tatsujin will come to descend upon the cities and wipe out all the gyms in a single blow. For they would have been in the wastelands for months gathering their armies as they practice Bunryū. The reason for why you need to hold so many Pokémon is that you will need to farm them to evolve them. With Lucagon you'll go up in rank faster and get more healing juice. At higher levels you need to be a farmer to go up in rank, because in Pokémon Go the higher levels require so many points to the next level and gym cracking. Pokémon catching and Pokéstops will not allow this. Only farming is the true way to the higher levels in Pokémon Go. In doing so, you build an army of disposable foot soldiers and generals. You must learn to cull your Pokémon. Give the professor any Pokémon that is less than 500 CP in value that is a common type like Rattata, Pidgey, Spearow, Weedle, Zubat and Venonat. But always keep at least 110 CP as placeholder for a gym, and at least 1 to 3 100 to 200 CP valued Pokémon of these types for the same reason. Before you set out to crack gyms, set a goal for yourself. How many do you plan to crack reasonably? Remember you are on foot, so you must be able to quickly walk to them. You must watch for the signs of when not to crack a gym. Too many lit up Pokéstops near a gym is a bad sign. Realize some days you will not be fruitful. Don't be greedy. You may only be able to crack one gym that day. Remember, Bunryū is not about the coin or dust, but is about the spiritual journey of one's self. When cracking, add up the CP and choose wisely. Always try to use your foot soldiers first, those farmed Pokémon between 1000 and 500 CP. Only use generals as needed, those farmed Pokémon above 1000 CP. On rare occasions use those special forces, those rare Pokémon that are above 1000 CP like Electabuzz, to help in a battle to crack a gym. When cracking your own team's gym you only get one chance with this. So you must choose wisely the Pokémon. Sometimes highest CP is not the best choice, sometimes a slight lower CP but different type is a better choice. This is where your special forces come into play. If you have collected your gym prize, there is no point in leaving big Pokémon to defend it. Instead put in a common foot soldier in it, for you know in 21 hours the gym will be lost anyway. Besides, when you get the foot soldier back you would have to heal him, and you will just give the Pokémon away to the professor anyway. This is why you keep some 100 CP valued common Pokémon you are farming around. Unless you are working with others to build a gym to stand the test of time, then it might be worth leaving something more powerful. But in my travels with Tatsujin Sarah, I have never seen in the largest most powerful gym last for the full 21 hours, not that it is not impossible but just improbable. In Bunryū you must also learn to give back. Sometimes when you crack your own team's gym you might have to leave a powerful Pokémon behind to help defend the gym. This is the price of being part of a team, and it is part of Bunryū. Crack a gym for your team, put a 10 CP Weedle in it and let the level 5 guys play to level it up. Finally, every Tatsujin who practices Bunryū will encounter the demon of the game. Once, Tatsujin Sarah had pushed herself too far physically to catch as many Pokémon as possible in a single day, and she became very sick the next day. Those who practice Bunryū must learn the discipline of letting go of the game. Otherwise the demon of the game will possess you, and there is a very heavy price to pay to this demon. Be reasonable with your spending of the coin. Don't spend your life savings on Pokémon Go in the pursuit of Bunryū. Take time to spend with friends and family. Do some yoga. Get a monthly acupressure massage. Pray, but don't play Pokémon Go while praying. In fact, leave the phone at home if you go to church or temple for prayer. Many churches and temples have Poké-stops and gyms present, and that is not why you are there. The point is to take a break from Pokémon Go. And this is part of Bunryū and is a necessary part to avoid the demon of the game. This is the last lesson of Bunryū for now. I am Mr. Bunryū, the humble scribe of Tatsujin Sarah.